Yo, what's up? It is I, the Dark, the Shadow, and the Maverick. The Dark Shadow Maverick. All my broskies and pros, guys. And today I'm going to be doing a first. And you guys are probably wondering what that first would be. Well, my first Isekai what if. Basically, what if I was basically Isekai into the Naruto-Verse? Well, oh boy. Basically, this will be what if I was Isekai into the Naruto-Verse as Gaara? Because, there are a lot of characters in the Naruto-Verse that I really, really like, and I think they're really, really awesome. And Gaara just so happens to be one of them. And so, yeah, I've been noticing a certain what if, and I thought the idea might have actually been pretty cool. So, to do, yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Basically, this will be part one. And basically, usually, whenever you get isekai'd, it usually like death or whatever. Which means I get to have Truck-kun in this story. Yay, Truck-kun! I even have a microphone. So basically, me in real life, I don't really go outside a lot. So, well, I guess, hypothetical scenario, me and some friends go out to get something to eat. And, well, I guess I go out and I decide to do my own thing. And I accidentally fall and I accidentally roll because, sometimes whenever I fall, I have to roll in order to get up. But I roll the wrong direction, and this basically ends up with me getting smacked straight in the face by an 18-wheeler and then crushed by the wheels. And that's whenever the light would come, and basically I'd be like, what? Like, nani? So, yeah. Basically, the whole thing. Basically, yeah, kind of realized that there were 3 or 4 people in the room. There were, like, 2 guys and 2 girls. And I would realize that this place kind of looked like the Sand Village. And I'd be like, wait, that girl looks like she has like some sandy blonde hair, like 4 spike pigtail thing going on. And there's the other guy who has like a freaking brown hair, and there's that one guy who has like a bunch of bandages on his freaking face. And, well, if that kind of reminds me of like the Sand siblings and their sensei, and wait, this other woman, like, and then finally clicks in my head, and like, oh, I am Gaara. I got isekai'd as Gaara. Holy shit! Wait, if I'm isekai'd as Gaara and I know what's going on, and what will be going on. Basically, yeah, I'd just be like, well, screw the consequences. I have sand because I am Gaara. Oh, and also, there's a dunk, 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 in my mind, like, hey, Shukaku. And then I just hear, like, what the hell? Wait, I didn't even do the sound effect for Truck-kun's voice. Damn it. Can't use the microphone. And I'd just be like, yo, Shikaku. And Shikaku would just be like, what the? Hey, how are you talking to me? You don't even know how to the freaking words, kid. Wait, what? What's going on? And I'd just be like, well, that's a funny thing. You ever heard of the term isekai? And then Shikaku would be like, oh my god, you're not even. Oh no. It'd just be like, damn it, damn it, damn it. Like right in the wall. Like, just like head banging. And I'd be like, hey, can you stop doing that? It's like really annoying. Besides, I plan to shake some things up. Besides, I kind of know how that fourth Kazakage guy Rasa acts. And so, a little plan I have for the future might be able to really nettle some shit. And basically, Shikaku would be like, here. Don't honestly tell me you're actually thinking of, oh, kid, I like you. And it's just like a few years later. And basically, Hiruzen would, get a whole thing. Or basically, now he was reinstated as the new Okage or whatever. He was reinstated because, Minato died. And you would get this message apparently from the Sand Village about something happening with frickin' Shikaku going, absolutely balls off the walls insane. Yes, I deliberately activated Shikaku by using the Play Possum Jutsu just to get this whatever is about to happen. Yeah. Whenever I say I'm somewhat insane, I'm not kidding. Guys, whenever I say that to you guys, I'm not kidding. I literally pulled that shit just for this to happen. And basically, it's just basically Rasa telling Third Okage Hiruzen Sarutobi that he can't take it anymore. He's like, you can have him. And basically, well, that explains the basket and the bird carrying the basket that was also having a letter around its freaking neck. So, this should be the fourth Kazakage's son? And he's just like, okay, his son was a redhead. He must get that from his mother's side of the family. Oh yeah, that's probably a hard spot. Why do I even care? Ross is not even here. I doubt this boy's even old enough to understand what I'm saying. And in my head, as in our head, basically, I guess, I'd be like, dude, not cool. And again, I guess he kind of is right, but isn't right at the same time. I'm getting confused. Anyways, Shikaku, are you ready to rock the leaf? Oh boy. It's just like, we would just both be looking at each other inside my mind, and I'd be like, yep, we're ready to do some shit. And basically that's whenever, like, Naruto would just be doing his own thing, and basically it would be like a knock, knock, knock. And he would look through the little hole thing, like, the holes on doors, like some doors have like the little peephole things. He would have to get a chair to even be able to get up that high. And you'd be like, oh, it's Gigi. And, well, basically be like, hold a sec, Gigi, I gotta reposition the chair. And basically, you know, because, Hiruzen would wanted to take care of me for a little bit, so I would be like around the same age as Naruto, which is like 2 years before he would actually be able to get into the academy, because the academy like 6, so we'd be like both be 4. And so like Hiruzen would just be like, okay, have you repositioned the chair? And Naruto would just open the door like, hey, Gigi, wait, who's that? Um, a new member of the village? Don't tell me, they hate me too, don't they? And then the sand would just cover Naruto's mouth like, and I'd be like, I don't hate you, so don't ever presume that again. And Naruto would be like, well, don't ever do that again. And basically, I'm just like, the only reason I ever did it because you presuming that I hated you, and I don't. Basically, basically, I'd just be like, so, wanna have some fun? This girl would just be like, wanna have some fun? And Naruto's like, depends. What does fun exactly, pertain to with you? And basically, that's whenever Hiruzen would just drop the bomb, and it's like, this is the son of the fourth Kazekage. Apparently, he didn't want him anymore, so he dropped him over here. And I decided that, you two can live with each other. I guess I'll have to increase the allowance a little bit, but you two can live with each other. I mean, it would be nice for you two to be able to show each other some love or whatever. Here isn't just, thinking, positive thoughts on the matter. And, well, I would just be like, cool. And you wanted to know about what I thought would be fun? And I was like, and Naruto would be like, he would just have this smile and be like, Gigi, I think I might have just found a new friend. And basically, not a few hours later after Hiruzen got back into office, his office, his friggin' office, like some Chunin would basically go up to Hiruzen and be like, Lord Okage, it's worse. It's even worse than whenever it was just Naruto. I think he's corrupted the other kid. And Hiruzen would just look out the window and he would see, oh my god, it really is worse. And then it would just beat out the Okage stone faces. And basically, I would just be like, Naruto, can you please help me? I kind of don't like heights. At least not from this high up. And Naruto would just be like, scaredy cat. And I'd be like, oh no you don't. And I would just create like a friggin' sand steps. He was like, get back here. And Naruto would be like, see? You're not afraid. You just thought you were going to be afraid. And I'd be like, I hate it whenever he's right. And Naruto would be like, so basically just be like, Naruto, basically, he would feel like Naruto would just be like, Naruto, he would just have this kind of expression on his face, and he would just be like, so what other saying the freaking jutsus do you know? And basically I would just be like, well, I have some ideas. As Gaara, I'd be like, oh, I have some ideas. And so, yeah, Iruka would just come out of nowhere like he would have ninja'd us. Because he is a ninja. And basically like, you too! And be like, huh. Well, look on the bright side, Naruto. And Naruto, as we were both cleaning, he would be like, what bright side? And I'd be like, 3, 2, 1. And basically, Iruka would be like, if you end up cleaning up before nightfall, I'll treat you to the ramen. And basically, Naruto's like, yeah, that's some real motivation. And myself as Gaara would just be like, knew it. And I like myself some ramen. So yeah. Basically, Yuriko would be like, why exactly do you do what you do? Naruto, like, basically, Yuriko would be kind of in the middle, and Naruto would be on one side with on one stool, and basically, I would be on one, I would be on the other side, and I would be on one stool, and basically Taiuchi Ayame would be there, and Naruto would be like, a ball. Like, we would order our ramen. And, well, oh boy. Well, Yurika would indeed ask why Naruto does what he does. And basically, it would go the way everything went. And I'd be like, hey, do I not exist? As Gaara, I would just be waving around, and my Sam would be waving around. Like, do I not exist to you? And Erica is like, oh yeah, that, but Naruto's kind of worse than you sometimes. And I would just be like, and yeah, that's because I let him be. Trust me, I could be really bad if I wanted to. And I would just have that look that would like make Iruka just be like, well, it's a good thing he probably doesn't want to, I guess. Or else we will probably be in really deep shit. And so, yeah. Iruka would also kind of like bring up the fact that, well, he's noticed that I sleep, even though the seal, whenever like Hiruzen originally looked at it, it was a pretty weak looking seal, so I shouldn't be able to sleep without Shikaku running amok. And that's basically whenever Naruto would be like, well, I might have stolen a Fuinjutsu seal kit because Gaara said something about that night being able to help with that. And basically, I'd be like, and from then on there out, basically, I told Naruto what to do. And Iruka in his head, he'd be like, well, I would expect Naruto with the fact that he's, like, Uzumaki clan heritage to know a little bit about Fuinjutsu sealing, but how the hell is him telling him what to do or knowing what for him to do supposed to work? Jesus Christ. Ugh. And like Iruko would just be like, So, wait, you knew how to fix your seal, but you never did it whenever you were in sand? And I would just be like, and Iruka would just be like, I guess I don't have to best I'm going to get out of either of you, but whatever. Anyways, so yeah, basically that would go, that would went. And whenever it finally came time for Naruto to do his whole test thingy, he actually would not fail. And that would be because, he had me supporting him. And, I know quite a bit about, what I know. In order to be able to basically tell Naruto that the reason why he has such a bad problem is because not only is he part Uzumaki, but, he has that foxy thing, Mr. Giant Nine-Tailed Fox mofo in his gut. Basically, and his freaking gut, making it hard for him to do anything involving chakra. And so basically, it kind of jumpstart a thing where me and Naruto, me as Gaara and Naruto would be in our minds, and Shikaku would be like, kid, what is this all about? Like, and Shikaku would just look over and just be like, Kurama? And Naruto would be like, oh, so that's what the big fur ball's called. Kurama. So, what exactly do we do about this? And I'd be like, hey, Naruto, wait, I want to try something. So kawaii. And basically, Shikaku would be like, wait, no. I'm like, tickle, tickle, tickle. Be like, kid, no, stop. And basically, Naruto would just hear some little girl giggling from within inside the cage. And Kurama would be like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And basically Naruto was like, what? There's also another little girl inside me? A girl inside me? Whatever. There's a girl inside me too? And I'd be like, well, I think I got it. Ha! And I'd just jump on one of Kurama's tails and I'd be like, Kai! Tickle, tickle, tickle. And Kurama would be like, and basically, poof, like a big giant blast of white magic, of chakra or whatever. And basically, Naruto and I would basically see human versions of Shikaku and Kurama. Basically, and basically, like, Shikaku would be like, oh, why do you gotta do that, kid? And wait, what? My human form? And basically, Kurama will be like, wait, what the? Shikaku? Wait, why are you in your human form? Wait, I'm in my human form. You little red-headed bastard. And I'd just be like, boom, like out of there. And basically, Naruto would be like, okay, what's going on? And basically, Shikaku would be like, Sasuke Kurama were kind of being forced into telling them about this. And basically, Kurama would be like, fine. Let's just say that One Tail and Nine Tail, we have a thing. We are a thing, I guess you could say that. And basically, like the human form of Shikaku would just be like, on freaking the human form of Kurama's like cheek. And human form Kurama would just be like, uh, uh, uh Shikaku? There's like nosebleed. And then like human form of Shikaku would just pick up the human form of Kurama and be like, Nighty night, my sweet princess of the night. Basically, Naruto would be like, gotta explain now. And I would just be like, well, it does indeed seem like the big scary thing inside of you is a little bit of a tsundere, and so is the big scary thing inside of me. Like, tsundere for each other. Double tsundere instead of double Sunday, double tsundere. Kurama and Shikaku's secret love for each other. And basically, whenever all of that is done over with, basically be explained that Beijus kind of give their, Jinchuriki special abilities. For example, my sand in Naruto's, well, something to do with like light and dark. And basically after all of that happened, one day, me and Naruto, it would kind of be like that scene in Shippuden, a flashback to whenever Naruto and like Sasuke, they like saw each other and they were like, nah. And I'd be like, no, Naruto, I sense something going on here. And so basically, I would just drag Naruto, and I'd be like, hello, sir. And basically, Sasuke would just jump up and try to judo chop me in the face. And I would just be like, whoa. Like jazz hands. And basically, I'd be able to calm Sasuke down. That would be Gaara. I'd calm Sasuke down. And, we would get to discussion. And we would eventually make our own little friend triangle. Because it's not really a circle, it's more of a triangle. Well, at least at this point it is. And basically, one day it would just be like, well, it would indeed be the time for the Guinean exams. And, things would go as in can, or at least you would think so. But Naruto would pass because, me and Sasuke would have helped him. And, Kurama and Chikaku would be too busy with their little freaking tsundere love circle triangle thing to really give Naruto all that much crap. Or me, for that matter. And I'm liking this so much. So, consequences be damned. I have sand. And, well, basically, I'm kind of screw over Mizuki's plan because seeing as Naruto had passed as well. Basically, I would kind of be like how Dosu died. It would just, one time, Mizuki would be planning on just robbing, this girl anyways. And I'd just be like, yo. And Mizuki would be like, what the shit? And I'd be like, planning on robbing the scroll? And I'm like, and basically Mizuki would be like, so, what if I do? I mean, it's not your problem since it's not your religious scroll. And I'd be like, wrong, bitch. Technically now, and pretty much for a long while, it is. Has been, and still probably will be. So, I would like to express a little bit of something towards you, sir. Mister, my original plan was to use Naruto to get the scroll and then kill him to look like a hero, even though I'm secretly an ass whap, freaking dicktard turd. Bleh. And musically it would be like, how dare you? And I would be like, no, you sir, what you need to learn. I would just wrap sand around Mizuki's mouth, taping it, whoop. And I'm like, no, you sir, I think you need to learn a little something. I may be only 12, just graduated, getting, whatever. But I do know some things. And one of those things I do know is, well, I would call it a secret. But by now, I feel just heed my words while you still have the chance, buddy. And move, bitch. Get out the way.
Improve your move with Spectrum.
Damn it!
Unpack the best entertainment with Spectrum TV and get a fast and reliable home connection from Spectrum Internet. Add a Spectrum mobile.
And Mizuki would be like, what? What? And what's that music in the background? And I would just be grinning, and I'd be like, oh, you know. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. And I would just go like the half transformation form, and I'd be like, yep, fights out. I'm gonna punch your lights out. Get up back, got your grill. It's on, you can't stay still. I'm drinking and busting too. I'm thinking and I'm busting you. Hey, oh girl, damn it. You're none of these. You're none of these. My name, highway. Kind of my way. Ran over. Get out the way. Get out the way, B. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Here I come. Here I go. Oh no. Move. What's up? My dick's up. Why don't you do it? What?
I was getting my groove on, dude.
It's a good song.
I was getting my groove on. Why'd you turn it off?
I turned it off because I didn't know why while you were standing so close and not doing anything. Like, were you trying to spy on me or something?
Didn't know. I was getting my groove on. That's ludicrous.
Luda, man, like Luda. Guys, if you can see it, it's my dad. Cameo appearance by my dad.
Do you want bacons and bagels? Bagels and bacon?
Dad,
whatever.
I know how your the whole thing is, but you know, either you crouch or I have to reposition the thing. This is my dad, guys. This is my dad.
Bagels and bacon? Bacon and bagels?
Yeah, I guess whatever you're making, sure.
That's what I'm at.
Guys, basically, yeah, that was my dad, and well, I guess for those of you that know about the song "Move, Bitch, Get Out of the Way" by Ludacris, you probably know how Eseikied just got thrashed around. Gara saw that what he was trying to do, and basically, that night Gara would come. Basically, he would basically get into the house. And Naruto would be like, "Oh, so you finally came? Oh my God, what is that? What?" And me as Gaara, I would just be like, "Naruto, don't act surprised. You know I do this from time to time." And Naruto would be like, "Well, can it at least not be any of the village citizens?" And I would just be like, "Oh no. Village traitor, more like it." High miles of treason. High miles of treason. Oh. And Naruto would just be like, "Well, from how you're reacting, you must have been doing some... Wait, what's that?" And I'd just be like, "Oh, remember the whole thing about the seal work? I found a way to make seals that do cool music." And Naruto would be like, "Yeah, I know, but wait, were you jamming while you were killing the guy?" And from the way you're reacting to all that, oh my God. He would just be like, "Ludicrous. Really? Ludicrous?" And I'd be like, "Well, how else am I supposed to tell the man to get out the frickin' way? You know, move, bitch, get out the way." Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. And so, yeah, basically, all that would happen. And so, basically, whenever it will come time for team assignments, well, basically, I would actually be pretty sad because I wouldn't be on the same team as Sasuke and Naruto. Then again, it would kind of be warranted, seeing as there needs to be at least one Kunoichi on the team, and I am not a girl. Either Sasuke or Naruto. And basically, Shikaku would be like, "Aw, but I wanted to spend time with Kuro-chan." And I would basically be like, "Kuro-chan? Oh, the last time you started calling her that, the last time you did that, it felt like Yandere Simulator." And Shikaku would be like, "And you still haven't told me what that is." And I would be like, "See this seal? On your head." And be like, "Oh my god, put it off! Take it off!" And I'd be like, "Okay, say the magic word. Please." Like, rip. It was like, it'd be like Captain Hook and Shmee. It'd be like, "Shmee!" And I'm just like, "Oh god, it's at least a good thing that you're not Yandere, you're just Tsundere." But just weird, freaking Kurama's freaking Jesus Christ. It's a good thing that Kurama's just a Tsundere and not Yandere. And not a simp either. Lady simp. Lady be simpin'. Oh. Oh boy. Basically, I would get told my team will basically be some person who was apparently from grass country, but, basically Kuso Gakure, basically, but is now here for reasons. And basically, their last name, their clan name, basically, they would basically be Karin Uzumaki, and I'd be like, well, that must hurt for Naruto. He's on the same team as someone who's freaking the same clan. Wait, Karin? Oh, shit. Well, looks like there have been some serious age changes here. And Karin would just be like, okay, I guess I move over here then. And I'd be like, whoa, you're really freaking close to me. You ever heard of personal freaking space? Jesus, woman. And then basically the next person to be on my team, basically, a person, they really weren't given a specific name, just more or less a code name that here isn't mentioned in passing. It would just been mentioned Wave, and I'd be like, Wave? Like the youngest person I know from Wave, about Wave, whatever, that, that much of, and could be anywhere close to. Wait, there's some more age being mixed up here. Because there is no way that little short shrimp dude could possibly be this old. Unless, there had been some more divine or devilish intervention causing this to happen. And then whenever I look at the guy, I'm just like, oh, you are definitely Inari. But I just, think that, so nobody thinks, how does he already know? Kid didn't even say anything. So I'm just like, well, he is definitely Inari, somehow. But that means Oh, shit. Well, if it's gotten really that bad, I guess that's the price for allowing me to be in the Elite Village. Oh, well, Team 7 will get the way of mission soon enough, I guess. And I did remember to tell Naruto not to be such a tryhard. So, yeah, I guess you Wave and you Karin are my teammates. I am Gara, which technically I'm not wrong. I would basically been Eseikied as Gara. What? Pause. And I'm back. Well, I guess after the day was done, well, boys, I guess, well, whenever it comes time for teams to be selected and all that jazz, well, Gara gets put on the team with the one who is Inari, and, well, Karin, well, myself as Gara. And our Jonin Sensei, it just happens that, Hiruzen decided to make a meeting with basically Ibiki and Enko, and basically tell Ibiki that Enko, she's been promoted to Jonin, not just Jonin, but Jonin Sensei of Team 11. And, well, basically just being told that she is now the team leader of Team 11, in which consists of Karin, the person with the nickname of Wave, and me as Gara. And so basically, Anko's thinking about just snot-nosed brats, whatever. And, well, she is actually quite surprised whenever it's revealed that we aren't that kind of bunch. Up until the point where basically it's time for the tune-in exams. Pretty much ace the written test because, well, I have my own ways as Gara. And, well, we basically figure that Inari is basically using some sort of henge to not be noticed as someone not from the village, or at least like a specific person not from the village. So, yeah, basically that. And Karin is just doing her own thing. However, from the time that we basically have spent together as Team 11, I begin to realize that Karin wants to become an Ario Nen, basically a medical Nen. And, well, basically, Wave wants to, help with the whole state of Wave Country. And all of that just leading up to, well, yeah, things. And I also basically realize that Basically, instead of the Sand siblings in canon, it's basically that, but instead of Gaara being there, it's like a freaking it's freaking another Konoichi. That being an older Matsuri. And this older version of Matsuri kind of getting ticked off about the whole thing with Karin, because a little thing that I'm starting to realize is that Karin seems to be wanting to get real close to me, and Matsuri doesn't seem to like that. And so now I'm beginning to realize a love triangle is beginning to form. Matsuri and Karin, and me as Gaara. They both seem to really like me. But they're not like Sasuke fangirl level, to where they can't actually focus their shinobi careers. They can indeed focus on that, but they still also really like me. To the point of a freaking triangle thing going on. And basically, whenever it comes over to the Forest of Death, basically Anko being Anko, has basically made our training ground for, Team 11 being the Forest of Death itself. So actually we're pretty chill whenever it comes to that. It is until I get informed about what happened with Team 7 and Orochimaru, which I really don't like because, Orochimaru caused Naruto to get, badly damaged, badly hurt. And, the whole thing with Sasuke, I'm just like, well, he's my friend too, and I don't like what's going on with him. So, yeah. And more or less, I also tell Sakura not to try to get Sasuke to drop out of the finals. Because, or preliminaries, whatever. Because, well, if this works as I want it to work, as planned, and it'll work as planned, basically, it will help, Orochimaru. It will help, get the cat out of the bag, or whatever. Help, everything to go as planned. At least the plan that I'm formulating. And so basically, I'm only going to focus on 3 fights. And the 3 fights I'm going to focus on are, first of all, the whole, love triangle fight. Basically, yes, Matsuri versus Karin. And basically, I kind of do a little bit of a reverse thing that Karin does. Karin allows people to bite her in the arm in order to replenish their chakra. I kind of do a little thing that reverses that, so that Karin can regrow her chakra. And basically, Matsuri can't do that, so yeah, basically Karin does have that advantage. And the fact that she also wants to be an Irionen, so she has that advantage as well. And so she ends up beating Matsuri. And I'm just like, cool, we advance. And so, yeah. Basically, the next match. Ow. It's basically something that I stirred up whenever I basically just trolled Kabuto into not leaving. I basically just almost completely revealing the entire thing. And I'm like, the only way this isn't going to get revealed is if you stay here. And even Orochimaru noticed how badly Kabuto was basically fucked. Because basically he was paired up, against, Inari. And Inari hasn't just been, sitting on his hands. And so, yeah. because of this, Inari actually has developed some things. Even a little thing that he calls his own personal little jutsu. Sweden Sliwarutapa. Basically, Sweden being water release or water style, and Sliwarutapa, basically the Waru in it being like Waru as in Zawarudo, basically the world, and Tapa being, bullet, I think. So, Sliwarutapa, like water world bullet. And basically, Sweden Sliwarutapa. Sweden Sliwarutapa. Basically, that's what he does the moment the match starts. And it goes so fast that's like freaking can't even dodge it. Kabuto can't even dodge that shit. Because, over the time of training, we actually did figure out our affinities. That I had the whole wind and earth thing, to create magnet release. And basically figuring out, Inari's affinities being, water, wind, and oh boy. Another thing is that basically Inari and Karin have the same affinities, only Inari has 3 affinities and Karin has 2. She's missing the 3rd affinity, which is the one that Inari is weakest in, but can become stronger if he uses something to conduct that affinity, which is basically what he did whenever he used the jutsu, because it's basically it combines the 3 affinities in order to make it as strong as possible. Which, considering Kabuto's Jonin level, that's kind of what you would have to do in order to knock him out for realsies. And basically, Inari's is basically his strongest is water, his second strongest is wind, and his least strongest is lightning. And yeah, I said conduct, so basically we would need something that would be able to conduct. And basically, seeing as the whole thing with Team 7, basically, instead of leaving the sword as a grave marker for Zabuza, seeing as, the sword is usually picked up by somebody who is deemed worthy to handle it, we didn't want anybody to take the sword who wasn't worthy or that was going to use it for purposes that it's not supposed to be used for. So Inari ended up figuring out that he was the one who was actually worthy of using it. Yeah, that was actually a mission in which our team, basically Team 11, was actually used as backup whenever we figure out about the fact that the person who it seemed at first was a Kiri medical nin, or Irio nin, basically, but at the end, basically, we ended up figuring out that, it basically seemed that, apparently Inari was worthy of it. And for whatever reason that he's still able to do all this ninja shit, even though, he would have actually come back in order to actually help with the mission. Well, it was basically a promise made, the Sande and the Okage, and, in between that and, the people of the village, of the freaking mist, and all shit, and wave basically a promise that, you know, and basically the fact that Inari, did eventually become friends with us, so he wanted to be with his friends, and well, Tsunami did indeed feel like we were good friends to Inari, so yeah, I mean, if he's already this deep into the whole shinobi life thing, I mean, she didn't feel like, it was worth enough to, like, just take that from Inari. Take something that it was working so hard to do and continue to do. Just take that from him. And so, yeah, basically, I think it's Kokiri Bocho. I think it's either Kikori Bocho or Kokiri Bocho. I think it's Kikori Bocho. Basically, Kikori Bocho use it as like a conductor for a lightning element of the jutsu, and basically blasted the hell out of Kabuto. And so basically, whenever Kabuto woke up, he'd be like, "What the hell happened?" And basically, Orochimaru would be like, "You got knocked the fuck out," is what happened. And well, basically, the next fight, well, the final fight, basically, me versus Lee, and basically, things would be different in that I would have some extra jutsus to show Lee after he had finally done his, hidden lotus thing where he like pow 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 pow. I would have 3 other jutsus for him to see. The first jutsu being Sand Style Master Hand, second one being Sand Style Crazy Hand, and the third one being Sand Style Galeem Lord of Light. And with that final one, Lee would just be destroyed. And Naruto and Sasuke would just come up to me as Gaara and they'd just be like, "Whoa, dude, come on, you didn't have to do it that much. Like, Jesus, we thought you had killed the guy." A little bold cut dude. A clone of Might Guy. And I was like, "Well, guys, I got bored. What did you think was going to happen?" And, well, basically, Karin and, well, was now known as Inari, to at least other people now. Basically, well, Karin would be like, "Is it okay if we're in the friend circle too? Or friend triangle, or whatever it's supposed to be called?" And Inari would also kind of ask that too. And as Gaara would just be like, "Sure, fine, why not?" And I guess we shouldn't keep Sensei out of it. And, over off, wherever, Enko would just be like, "Aww, that's so cute. My little Genin, considers me a friend. Even after all the hellish training. Or more or less I could call torture. But, yeah, training's okay." Yeah, it was like one of those times where Anko, bleh, shit, accidentally said torture or was going to say torture, but caught herself and said training. Like, torture training. It's like that. And basically, we're all called over to like pick a freaking number. And basically, my number is like the last number, and like the number before mine is apparently, oh, no way in hell, guys. And Naruto's like, oh, what is it? What's wrong? And I would just be like, as Gaara, I would just be like, Naruto, were you even paying attention? You're gonna fight Neji, and I'm going to have to fight Sasuke. And basically, Naruto's like, well, I'm okay with fighting Neji. He beat the ever-living tar shit out of Hinata-chan. You know, the one we were going to put in the friend circle next? And, like, me as Gaara would just be like, and I think you're forgetting something else still. And Naruto's like, oh, yeah, you're going to be fighting Sasuke. Well, damn, that is very unfortunate. Poor unfortunate souls level of unfortunate. Unfortunate. And I would just be like, duh, dumbass. And it just like later on, and Kakashi would just be like, no, Naruto, I can't train you. And Naruto would just be like, thinking like, damn it, Kakashi Sensei. If I'm actually going to do this, I have to, have some type of training. And then the whole thing in canon goes on. And basically, I'm just like, and basically Kakashi's just like, come out, we know you're hiding. And I'm just like, damn it. Like, fine. I just wanted to wish Sasuke the best of luck without you intervening. Best of luck, because even if we are friends, I'm still not gonna go easy on you. Sasuke. And basically Sasuke would be like, I wouldn't want it any other way, Gaara. And that is where I'm going to stop things right before we get to the finals. And guys, remember, move, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Fuck, I moved it wrong.